Sophie's POV. So, what makes you think that we'd actually accept you as a part-time teacher here in our university? Asked one of the interviewers to me. With my hands shaking, I took a deep breath and faced her confidently. At least that's the definition of confidence for me. Then I opened my mouth. I am actually. I'm a straight-A student from kindergarten up until now. And I am also running for the highest rank in our class now. I really like children and I love teaching them. You can do it, Sophie. No need to be nervous, you can do it, girl. The woman and the man beside her looked at each other and nodded. So, Laurens is your surname. Do you have any relationship with Mr. Albert Laurens? Yes, he is my father. Both of their eyes widened upon hearing what I just said. They quickly stood up and bowed their heads at me. Gee, good morning, Miss Laurens. And no, you don't have to be so polite to me. I'm just an applicant here, and so I just want to know if I get in. I asked them with my fingers crossed, and my heart beating incredibly loud that it could actually jump off my chest right now. Of course, Miss Laurens, you are in. You can now teach in our school whenever you want to start. Are really? Oh, thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me. Thank you so much. Why, you're welcome, Miss Laurens. It's also an honor for us to have you here in our institution. I was jumping enthusiastically as soon as I stepped out of that room. Teaching children has been my dream ever since I was a child. It was my mom's dream for me too, before she died. And now it already came true. I'm sure she's so happy for me. Although I think the only reason why I got in was because of my surname, Laurens. My father, Albert Laurens, is known to be one of the richest men here in New York City. But that doesn't mean I am rich too. Everything that he has, they don't really belong to me. I'm just his daughter with one of their maids before to whom he had a one-night stand even though he already has his wife. Afraid that Dad's parents would get mad and shoo him away from their family, Mom decided to just leave their mansion and escape to hide me from them. She lived in a place where she thought everyone wouldn't be able to fin her, but she was wrong because my grandparents are so rich that they can hire anyone just to locate where she is. They took me away from my mother. I escaped their house when I was 10 years old and went back to my mother, but they took me back again. Mom also told me to just stay at my father's house too. Then one day, she had a heart attack and died. I went to her burial alone. Until then, I lived at my father's house. Their enormous mansion that could actually have 100 family to live in. If you're thinking that I live a wealthy and happy life since I'm a Laurens, then you are all wrong. They don't treat me as one of them anyway. I do all the things that maids do. I serve them, wash their clothes, bring their clothes, carry their bags, water the plants, wipe the windows, floors, anything. That's the consequence of living inside their house. Hey, Sophie, where the hell did you go again? Samantha asked me as soon as I stepped inside the mansion. I applied for a job. I simply replied. Samantha is the oldest daughter of my father and his wife, his first and legal wife. They have 2 daughters and 1 son in total who are, of course, way older than me. A job? Why? Do you still need money even if Dad's already giving you a monthly allowance? It's not about the money. I really want to teach children ever since. She just rolled her eyes. Oh, whatever, do what you want, just don't forget to do my assignments. Tomorrow will be the deadlines of all of that. Okay. Hey, Sophie. There goes Sierra, the second to the oldest daughter of my father. Buy all of these, okay? I need that in my school tomorrow, and also, don't forget to go to the Herald's house and tell him that I'm already breaking up with him. My eyes widened as I looked at her with confusion. Why don't you just break up with him in person? Shut up, just tell it to him. I don't want to waste my time with his drama again. Sierra has the habit of dadding different boys in her school, then break with them after a week. But what's worst is that I am the one who talks to his boyfriend and tell them that she wants a breakup. I always have to make up stories and find possible reasons why she wants a breakup. I just suppressed a sigh, then I was about to go to my room and change my clothes when I suddenly saw Sebastian walking towards me with a smile on his face. Seb. Sophie, you need to hear this new song that I composed, he said, enthusiastically. Seb is 2 years older than me and really loved music. Out of all the siblings I have, he's the one I'm closest to. All right, I will just change my clothes and then we'll listen to it later, okay? Okay, I'll wait for you at my studio. Okay. Then I finally opened the door of my room and went inside it with a smile on my face. Author's POV. Boss, please spare me. Give me more time, please. A man who looks about the age of 30 was kneeling in front of a tall young man wearing a black suit and tie, holding a gun in his right hand, playing with it while looking at him. They were surrounded by many men in black suits too, smiling and glaring at each other. The room was a torture cell. Different weapons and stains of blood were evident on the floor and on the wall. There was blood on the side of the lips of the poor man. His eyes seemed to be punched so many times that it made a violet circle around it. Boss, I will pay you next week, I swear. If I don't, then you can kill me. Renzo, I already gave you 1 month to pay me, and now you're asking for another week. Boss, please forgive me. He was already crying. The tears in his eyes and the blood all over his face were already mixing. Then the man rose up from his chair, standing before the poor guy. You know how I fucking hate liars, Renzo. I fucking hate it whenever someone tries to fool me, and you know what I do to them. His thick black brows rose up and his gray eyes turned dark as he pointed the gun to the man's head. Boss, don't do this. Don't. Say hi to the devil for me, Renzo. Bomb. The sound of the gun reverberated through the whole cell as blood came dripping on the floor. Vincent tossed the gun to the floor as he began walking towards one of his men and wiped his hands with a white hand towel. Throw him somewhere, then give money to his family. Clean those mess. This cell smells fuck now. Yes, boss. Then he finally walked towards the exit with the other men following him. No expression on his face, his eyes were cold, and his strong and tall frame made him look like a total mafia boss that everyone is afraid of. He has curly black hair, a pointed nose, high cheekbones, and a prominent lower jaw and chin. Where are we heading now? He asked his men. To Mr. Laurens, sir, the CEO of Laurencio Holdings. That old man who pleaded for me to help him with his business, Vincent asked, lighting up the cigarette that Joe handed him, his assistant. He wouldn't be where he is today if I didn't help him. He still owes you $900 billion, sir. I've heard that he is also planning to make an alliance with Mr. Romano. Vincent almost laughed when he heard that. Romano's in my pocket. Is he thinking that he could really start a war against me by running into people who have big debts to me too? Dickhead. His men laughed as they opened the door of a black limousine for him. Let's test his bravery. I'm going to play with that old hag. Mr. Laurens was relaxing at his swivel chair after a meeting with a well-known mafia boss in town named Pablo. He talked to him and asked for an alliance against Vincent, but the man said that he couldn't do that since Vincent is his boss too. Damn you, Hastings, gathering all the people and making them your men. You're a real asshole. I won't let you have your hands around my neck this time. Then the door went open. Just as he was about to stand up and turn his head to see who just arrived, someone pushed him down, his face on the tiled ceramic floor. Who the hell? Long time no see, Laurens. Upon hearing that cold, deep voice, Mr. Laurens already knew who it was. Vincent Hastings. Oh, so you still remember me, huh? What are you doing here? What do you need from me? Vincent laughed like a devil. Then he walked towards Mr. Laurens and grabbed him by the head, effortlessly lifting him up with one arm. What do I need from you? Are you even serious? Are you sure you don't know why the hell I am here? If it's about the debt that I owe you, I don't have that amount of money yet. I can only pay you $900 million for now. $900 million. What do you want me to do with that? Buy a candy. Vincent. I will pay you next month, I promise you. I will pay you next month. He pleaded, trying to take Vincent's hands off his collar, almost choking him. Please spare me. Vincent clenched his jaw as he pushed him on the wall, so hard that Mr. Hastings groaned with pain. How many times did I hear that line today? All of the people that I talked to pleaded to me too, and do you know what happened to them? And no, Vincent, please. I will definitely pay you. I can even do whatever you want me to do. By the way, I've heard that you tried to talk to Romano and Pablo. Is that true? Mr. Laurens' eyes widened. W told that to you. I didn't. Vincent suddenly punched the wall next to his face. He closed his eyes with his trembling body. You know what pisses me off the most aside from liars? He let go of him and took a step back, putting his hand inside his pocket. Traitors. I really hate it when someone's trying to make a move behind my back, especially when I helped them climb the stairs up to where they are right now. You should try being grateful, Laurens. Then he took a gun and pointed it to Mr. Laurens, whose eyes are now widened, looking at Vincent. Vincent, and no, this company still needs me. My people still needs me. My family needs me. And Satan said that he needs you now too. And no, Vincent, I could give you everything. I can be your servant. I will give you everything, just not this company. Aside from this company, what else do you have? Vincent asked, playing with the trigger of the gun, still pointed at the poor man. I have 200 yachts, 300 mansions, cruises. I have 3 daughters. You can marry one of them if you want. Vincent laughed. You are offering your own daughter to me. Is that how desperate you are? Jay, just don't kill me. Vincent thought for a while before opening his mouth again. Are your daughters beautiful? Or they look like you too? His men laughed from behind him. T, the youngest, is the most beautiful among them. And you will give her to me? Why, yes. Okay, show her to me tomorrow. No, bring all of your daughters to me. Bring them to me tomorrow night. If you don't do what you promised, I wouldn't hesitate to kill you this time. Sophie's POV. As soon as the bell rang for the dismissal, I immediately took my backpack and was about to leave the classroom when my professor suddenly called me. Miss Laurens. Miss. Can you tell Mr. Jacobs to meet me at my office? She said, fixing her eyeglasses. She's a beautiful woman at her 20s, our professor in literature, my favorite subject. I quickly nodded as I clutched my books to my chest. Yes, miss. Thank you. Mr. Jacobs was our school doctor here in our university. He's handsome with his blonded hair slicked back, his deep emerald eyes that could melt someone who dares to stare at him. He also has the body of a Greek god, which make all of the girls here drool over him. And if you ask me if I like him, is it so obvious? I first met him during my first day here in this university. He approached me because I got lost and didn't know where my building was then. He told me where and even accompanied me until I finally found it. I thought he was my classmate too, because he looks too young. That's why I got surprised when I knew that he works as the official university doctor here. My heart started beating so loud when I saw Mr. Jacobs sitting on his usual swivel chair writing something on paper. He was wearing an eyeglass that he used to wear, which made him look intelligent and attractive to me. How can he sit there, just write and look incredibly handsome? I wonder if he already has a girlfriend. I wish he's single. Dr. Kristen. He stopped writing and looked at my direction. A smile immediately appeared on his face as soon as he saw me. Sophie. Gee, good morning, Dr. Kristen. I smiled sweetly, a smile that I will never show to anyone but him. He stood up and walked towards me. His smile didn't vanish. How are you feeling? Is there something I can help you? Oh God, there goes the most handsome man I have ever seen in my life. Can I just tell him that I'm not feeling well because my heart seems like it's about to jump off my chest right now? And no, doctor. Miss Perry wants to see you at her office. Oh, well, thank you for going here. I will go there immediately. Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. I will be going now, I said, averting my gaze from his. He then patted my head and smiled. Thanks, Sophie. I was touched by an angel. What an honor. You're welcome, Mr. Jacobs. Haha, see you tomorrow. See you, Sophie. Then I finally started walking towards the door, still waving at him. I could just literally sit there and watch him breathe for all my life. Did that sound creepy? I heaved a deep sigh when I closed the door, smile still on my face. Oh, Mr. Jacobs, can you just be mine? If only I could have him, but that's impossible. I'm just a student. I don't have anything to boast about except for my grades. But I promised to myself that one day, when I finally have my own job and I finally have enough money, I will go back here and confess to him. I hope I have a chance. Teacher Sophie? Layla, one of my students, came running to me as soon as she saw me enter the kindergarten. She's always excited to see me. That's why I'm always excited to go here and see her too. I really love kids. Layla. Just when she was about to run towards me, a man suddenly walked past her, and so she fell onto the ground after bumping on the man's legs. Layla. I quickly ran towards Layla to see if she was okay. Layla, I'm so sorry, are you all right? Teacher, Sophie, Layla. She then began crying. SSSSH, stop crying, Layla, it's all right. Don't cry now, I will buy you an ice cream, okay? I guided her to a nearby bench and have her sit there as I glanced at the man to whom she bumped onto. He was just casually walking with his hands in his pocket as if nothing happened. What a rude man he is, not even apologizing to a kid. Is he even a human? With my blood boiling and my fist shaking with anger, I walked towards that man and grabbed him by his arm to stop him from walking. Hey, mister. He stopped walking when he heard my voice. He looked at my hand that was holding his arm and finally faced me. My eyes automatically widened as soon as I saw his face and realized how tall he was, that he's already towering me. His cold gray eyes stared intently at me. I can't even see any emotion on his face. Is he a robot? What do you want from me? He asked. Then I realized that I was still holding his arm, and so I immediately let go of it and stared back at him as I gulped. What is happening to me? Why does his aura feels intimidating? He's definitely not ugly because he is so handsome as hell, but I don't know why he looks fearful even though I don't really know him yet. Layla, the kid who bumped onto you a while ago. What about her? His brows are now furrowed as if he's turning impatient. Why didn't you stop and ask her if she's okay? She's a kid. You should have at least said sorry. He looked at me as if I was crazy, then a smirk appeared on his face. Hey, woman, do you even know who you're talking to right now? Sophie's POV. I don't care who you are, but all I know is that you can't just leave a kid crying after hurting her. I said while maintaining eye-to-eye contact with the Greek god standing before me with his expressionless face. He looks only as young as me, but why is he so tall? His right brow raised as he looked at me. So you don't really know me? I don't know you, okay. Do I even have to know who you are? I don't even know where did I get that bravery. I just stared at him, although my hands were already shaking. His eyes were sharp, and I think I could already die with his glare. You're quite brave, huh? Well, let's see where your bravery would take you. Without any warning, the man grabbed me by the waist and pressed his lips on mine. My eyes widened and I froze in place. I placed my hands on his chest to push him off, but he was so strong that it became useless. He forcefully parted my lips with his tongue, and I just found myself closing my eyes as if I was enjoying it. When he finally let go of me, that's when I realized what just happened. I raised my hand and slapped him on his right cheek. Why, you bastard? Why did you do that? Thanks for the dessert. See you around some other time, he said as he turned around and started walking away. I badly wanted to stop him and punch him in the face, but my feet just won't cooperate. I was just looking at him with my mouth open until he finally stepped inside a black limousine together with his men laughing. I balled my hand into a fist as I yelled at the top of my lungs, "You perverted asshole." Teacher Sophie. I only stopped cursing that man in my head when Layla suddenly approached me. I knelt down and carried her in my arms. I am sorry, Layla. Are you all right? She shook her head. I'm fine, Teacher Sophie. Are you sure? Yes, the man kissed you a while ago. Is he your boyfriend, Teacher Sophie? Layla innocently asked, without even knowing how her question automatically made my face blush. I wasn't able to answer quickly. Layla, let's just go inside already, okay? For sure your other classmates are already waiting for us. I changed the topic. Okay, my ever-obedient student replied. I wasn't able to focus on what I was teaching the whole time because of what happened. Good thing my students didn't notice that. I rode the bus going home and went straight to my room as soon as I arrived. I lay down on my bed and closed my eyes. Erase that incident in your mind, Sophie. Just pretend that it didn't happen, okay? Then I snapped my eyes open. Did I just let a stranger kiss me? I let a stranger kiss me. How dare he do that to me? That was my first kiss. The kiss that I wanted to experience with Mr. Jacobs. Now it's gone. I already gave my first kiss to a stranger. I lay down on my bed and hugged one of my pillows as tears began running down my face. My first kiss, that bastard. Sophie, are Are you already there? I suddenly heard Dad's voice coming from outside of my room. I hurriedly sat up and wiped my tears away before walking towards my door and opened it. Dad. I'm so glad you're already here, Sophie. Can we talk for a while? Dad asked. Sure, Dad, have a seat, please, I said as I pulled a chair for him. I sat on the couch and looked at him. What is it, Dad? Dad straightened his back before looking at me. Sophie, there's actually something that I want you to know. Wait, did you cry? Huh? And no, I didn't. My eyes just look like this whenever I feel sleepy. Why, yes, Dad. By the way, what is it you want to tell me? He heaved a sigh, then he looked at me. He seemed to be hesitating about what he was going to say. Sophie, listen very carefully. I think it's already time for you to get married. What? Get married? I know how hard for you to stay in this house, Sophie. Your step-siblings treat you like a servant. Don't you get tired with that? Don't you sometimes wish you could just leave here and be free? I mean, I just want you to be happy, Sophie. Dad, I'm still 17 and I am still studying. I don't have any intentions of getting married to someone, and I don't even have a boyfriend. I can suggest a man, he suddenly said, which made me look at him. I furrowed my brows. Dad, you're really planning to have me get married already. But I don't want to get married with anyone yet, Daddy. I want to finish my studies first. I want to fulfill my dreams. I want to make you proud. And I want to marry the man that I really love. But I think, Dad, I'm fine, okay? I know you're just worried about me. Don't worry, I can do it all. I can serve my siblings. I can study and work at the same time. There's no need for you to worry about, okay? I said as I smiled at him. By the way, would you like me to make some coffee for you? No, I'm fine, Sophie. Just take your rest already. I know you're already tired. By the way, we'll be having a family dinner tomorrow. You know that restaurant we used to eat at? I nodded. Yes, but do you have any occasion tomorrow? Yes, I would like you to meet someone. Make sure you'll go there after your work, okay? Okay. Dad stood up and patted me on my head. Just always remember that I love you so much, Sophie. I love you so much too, Dad. Sophie's POV. Everyone was already sitting on their chairs, talking to each other when I finally arrived with my hair all over my face because of running my way just to make it on time. Sorry I'm late, I said as I sat next to Sebastian. He smiled as soon as he saw me. It's all right, Sophie, at least you came, said Dad. Can you see yourself right now, Sophie? We're having dinner with a very important person, and you're there wearing a white t-shirt and a pair of black jeans with your hair looking like you just woke up, my stepmother suddenly said to me. I lowered my head. I'm sorry, I just came from school so I wasn't able to change my clothes. It's all right, Sophie. Even if you wear rags, you'd still stand out. Sebastian suddenly said, so I nudged him when I saw Sierra and Samantha glaring at him. Are you a fool? You just look like us, so if you say that we're ugly, it's like you're saying that you're ugly too, Samantha retorted. Dad suddenly cleared his throat. Stop that childish argument, okay? Our visitor will finally arrive soon, so fix yourselves. I'm still wondering who that visitor is, Aunt Natalie said. You'll meet him later, Dad just replied. I fixed my shirt and combed my hair using my fingers. Me too, I've been thinking about that visitor. I wonder who that is because he seems to be so important to my father. Although I can also see him drinking some water every minute, he looks so nervous and I don't even know why. Sophie, I have composed a new song again, you should hear it, Seb whispered to me. Really? Can I hear it now? Sure. Seb then took out his phone and was about to put his earphone in my right ear when we suddenly heard loud footsteps coming in our direction. Every one of us turned our heads towards the entrance of the restaurant. Dad suddenly stood up, and so we all followed him. Men wearing black suits were walking towards us. They all look familiar to me, I just can't remember where I saw them. They look like a gang or maybe agents, Seb whispered. Then they form a line and made a way in the middle. A tall man started walking in the middle, only his footsteps could be heard. He was wearing a black tuxedo vest that perfectly fitted his bulky and masculine body. His black hair was slicked back, and it was shining as if it has been waxed. He was holding a cigarette in his right hand while he was puffing a cloud of smoke. I stared at his face, and that's only the time I knew who he was. My eyes widened as I pointed a finger at him. "Why you?" Everyone looked at me, including the man. He looked surprised upon seeing me too. He threw his smoke to the ground and smiled cockily. "We meet again." "Do you know him, Sophie?" Dad asked me. "Yes, Daddy, he was that man who—" I wasn't able to continue what I was saying after realizing that it was so embarrassing. "I mean, yes, we already met yesterday." "Daddy, you mean that woman is your daughter too?" the man asked Daddy. Dad nodded. "Why, yes, she's my youngest daughter." "Your daughter, huh? She doesn't look like you," said the bastard while looking at me. I glared at him and looked at my dad, who just nodded to me and smiled. "Why don't we have a seat first? This restaurant serves delicious food. I'm sure you'll like it, Vincent, you can just call me Vincent," said he. Aunt Natalie nodded with a smile. "Vincent, what a handsome name. My name's Natalie, I'm Albert's wife, and these two girls here are my daughters. Hi Vincent, I'm Stephanie." "And I'm Sierra." The two of them were looking at Vincent, smiling, but the bastard just ignored them and shifted his gaze to me instead. "Why don't you introduce yourself too?" "I'm Sophie," I said without looking at him. "Sophie, beautiful name," he said. Dad cleared his throat again. "Should we order some food already?" That's right, let's call the server," Aunt Natalie agreed. Minutes have passed and we already started eating. I couldn't focus on my food because I can feel Vincent staring at me from his seat. That mere fact already makes my blood boil in anger. "He looks like a mafia boss, don't you think?" Seb whispered again to me. "You're right, he looks like a nymphomaniac," I said. Then we both laughed. "By the way, Albert, have you told them already the reason why we're here?" Vincent spoke again. "Why does he talk like that to my father? He doesn't really have manners and respect." Dad almost choked, so I handed him a glass of water. "Thanks, Sophie." "Just eat slowly, Dad." "Oh, so you haven't said it yet." "Said what?" Aunt Natalie asked. Vincent crossed his arms. "Your husband owes me a huge amount of money. He couldn't give me his company, so we came into a different agreement instead." "Dad owes you money?" I asked as I looked at my dad to confirm it. "Is that true, Dad?" Daddy looked at us, especially to me, before nodding. That's true." "But that's impossible, Dad. We don't have debts. Why don't you just pay him? We have lots of money anyway," said Seb. "So sorry to say, but even if you pay me with all of the money that you have, it wouldn't lessen even 50% of his debt." My eyes widened. Dad is. "Yes, that is true. I owe him everything. Vincent was the one who helped me build our company. We got to build that because of him." "Dad, but what agreement did you have if we can't pay you that huge amount of money?" Aunt Natalie asked. Vincent leaned on his chair with his arms crossed. "He said he's willing to give one of his daughters to me." All of us were shocked. We all looked at Daddy and he just lowered his head, confirming it. "Albert, how can you do that to our daughters?" "Daddy, why did you do that? You agreed to this man," Seb yelled. "I'm so sorry. I had no choice. I'm so sorry." Dad kept on mumbling. Vincent suddenly stood up. "So, can I have the payment now?" "Vincent, can we just talk about this? I already changed my mind. I'll just pay you. I don't care if you take my company from me. Just don't take any of my daughters away from me," Dad pleaded. "You should have said that earlier. I changed my mind now. I don't want money because I have that already. I want your daughter," Vincent said. Vincent. "I'll get that woman beside you," Vincent said while looking at me. Sophie's POV. "I won't go with you," I yelled as Vincent started to walk towards me. One of his brows rose up. "You have no choice, baby. Your dumb father owed some money from me, and he offered you as the collateral." I looked at my dad. "Dad, please, I don't want to go with that man." "Sophie, Vincent, can we just talk about it again? See, can we?" "Are you trying to fool me? We already had an agreement and now you're saying that we should talk about it again." Vincent snarled, which made all of us shiver in fear. His loud yet deep voice reverberated through the restaurant. Sorry, I already changed my mind. I don't want to give my daughter." We were all surprised when all of a sudden, Vincent pulled out a gun and pointed it at my father's head. "You know I hate people who break their promise. Now just choose. Will you give me that woman or I'll blow your brains out?" "Father." "Honey." "No, please no," I yelled. I'll go with you, just don't kill my father, please." Vincent shifted his attention to me and smiled cockily. "Are you sure?" "Sophie," Seb was already crying. I will go with you, so please drop that gun." "Fine," he said as he put his gun back in his pocket. Aunt Natalie and my step-siblings ran towards Daddy and hugged him. "Let's go now," said Vincent as he grabbed me by my hand, but I stopped him. "See, can you just let me get my things in our house? Can I sleep there and be with them for one last time?" I asked, which made his brows furrowed. "What?" I bit my lower lip. "Please, I will go with you tomorrow, I promise." "And do you think I believe you?" he said. "You should believe I'm saying the truth. I'm not planning to escape. I just want to be with them for one last time, please," I pleaded as tears started to run down my face. Vincent stared at me for a while before he turned around and started walking. "I'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Just make sure I'll see you there or I'll surely kill your father. Even if you try to escape, I have my people to find you," he threatened. "I promise, just kill me if I lie," I said bravely. "Let's go," said Vincent to his men. We were just looking at them as they started walking outside the restaurant. I heaved a sigh of relief. "Sophie, are you really sure about this? You're going with that killer?" Seb asked me while we were inside my room. I was already preparing all the things that I will bring tomorrow. I looked at him. "I have no choice, Seb. That man could obviously do everything he said. He's a mafia boss. We don't have any chance to fight against someone like him. It's all Dad's fault. If he didn't agree to have an agreement with that man, then you won't have to do this." "No, Seb, don't blame Dad. For sure he just did that for us. He didn't have a choice. That's why he voluntarily offered you to that man. Sophie, you don't know that man. What if he does something bad to you? What if he kills you?" I shook my head. "I won't let that happen, Seb. I'm sure he won't kill me." "How can you be so sure? You don't even know that man." "I just know, and if he ever tries to do something bad to me, I'll make sure to punch his face or kick his precious treasure down there." I kidded thinking that Seb would laugh, but he didn't. He just looked at me with a sad look on his face. I then moved closer to him and gave him a hug. "Everything would be all right, Seb. You don't have to worry about me. I can take care of myself. And besides, you can always visit me, or maybe I'll ask him to let me go here to visit you, then we'll listen to all of your new songs." "I don't think he would even allow you to go back here." "He will, Seb, he will. Trust me." After a few minutes, someone started knocking on my room's door. "Sophie, are you still awake?" "Why, yes, Dad, I'm with Seb." Seb stood up and walked outside as soon as Dad entered my room. "Dad, is there something you want to tell me?" "Sophie, I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful dad. I'm so sorry, Sophie. I hope you could still forgive me." "No, don't forgive me. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have made a promise with Vincent. It's my fault. Sophie, I'm so sorry." I embraced him in my arms. "No, Dad. I understand you. It's not your fault. I know you just didn't have any choice. I don't want you to get hurt too. I should have just let him kill me. I should have just let him take everything that I have." "That will never happen. Please don't say that, Dad. I don't want you to get hurt. I'd rather suffer while living with that man forever than seeing you hurt." Dad gently moved away from me and cupped my face. "You really are the best daughter I could ever have. Just like your mother, you are so kind. I don't know what face can I show you. I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm really, really sorry." "Don't worry about me, Dad. I'm not mad at you." Tears started streaming down my face. I just want you to know how much I love you, Dad. I'll no longer be there beside you all the time, so please take care of yourself. Sierra, Stephanie, and Seb needs you. They are all counting on you. I will always be your daughter, right?" "Of course, honey. You will always be the best daughter I could ever have." Sophie's POV. "I already served the breakfast. Let's eat now." I merrily said as soon as I was done preparing our food on the table. They were already sitting at the table with no emotion on their faces. What's the matter? Why do you all look so sad? Are you really going there, Sophie? I mean, can't you just stay here? Seb said to me. Are you crazy, Sebastian? Do you want that man to kill us all? Aunt Natalie retorted. I heaved a sigh. Aunt Natalie's right, Seb. That guy is powerful. I think he'll really do what he said. I don't want you to get hurt. Come on, don't be such a pretender now, Sophie. We all know you were so happy when she chose you. That man is freaking hot and super handsome. Who wouldn't want to go with him? Samantha suddenly said. She's right. For sure you're so happy now because you wouldn't have to wash the dishes, prepare our food, and clean our rooms anymore, Sierra added. That's not true, Sierra, Samantha. I'll never want to go with that man. I just don't have any choice. Samantha rolled her eyes. Just say it and don't pretend. Your innocent facade won't fool us. Pretending to be so innocent and doesn't care about hot and good-looking guys when the fact is, you're such a flirt. Can you just stop being so insecure with Sophie? She's going to be taken away with a bad guy, okay? She could be killed, she could be raped. That man obviously has no soul, and for sure he's going to hurt Sophie, and yet you're still complaining about how lucky she is. Is that really how dumb and insecure you are, huh? Seb suddenly blurted out, so I held his hand just so he would calm down, but he brushed it off and looked at me. This is all Dad's fault. How can you even sell your own daughter to that mafia leader? Sebastian, stop talking like that to your father, said Aunt Natalie. Enough now. Stop fighting in front of our breakfast, okay? It's Sophie's last day here, so why don't you just at least show her some gratitude for serving you for so many years? Dad yelled. I know it's my fault, okay? But what can I do? We can't do anything about it anyway. We can't just let that man steal the company. Dad lowered his head. I didn't want this to happen, okay? And don't worry, Sophie. Once I finally get to pay my debt, I'll take you back from that man, I promise. I reached for Dad's hand. I'll hang on that promise, Dad. I'll wait for you. I'm sorry, Sophie. After eating breakfast, I finally started packing my things. Tears kept on running down my face while I was getting ready to leave. I looked around my room and remembered how long I've been staying in this house. I already made so many memories in this room, in this house, and with the people inside it. I can't believe I'll have to leave it someday when I lived my whole life here. Miss Sophie. I quickly wiped the tears in my eyes when someone suddenly knocked on my door. I fixed myself and put all my clothes inside my bag before I stood up to open the door. I was surprised to see our maid standing by the door while crying. What are you guys doing here? Miss Sophie, we already know the truth. You're going to leave us already, right? Patricia asked. She's the youngest maid in our house, the one I'm also closest to. I averted my gaze to hide my eyes that were being filled with tears again. I need to leave for now. But don't worry, I will come back when everything turns well. I promise I will come back, and I will visit you here more often too. Miss Sophie, we're going to really miss you, Jaisal added while crying. I wiped the tears in her eyes and hugged her. I will miss you all too. I'll surely miss you all. I have been so close with all of our household staff here in the mansion. I've been with them more than I have been with my step-siblings. That's why they are really important to me. Take care of yourself there, Miss Sophie. Promise us, please. I promise. I will take care of myself, and so you have to take care of yourselves too, okay? And also, please take care of them, especially Seb and Dad. I won't be able to stay here with them anymore, so please do that as a favor from me. They all nodded. Yes, Miss Sophie, we'll take care of them for you. Thank you. We hugged each other one more time, and we cried our hearts out before they were finally called by Aunt Natalie. Sophie. Dad. Dad walked towards me and embraced me in his arms. I'm really sorry, Sophie. Please forgive me. Dad, I already told you that I'm just all right. You don't have to say sorry, okay? Just take care of yourself. I'll be okay. Oh, my daughter Sophie. I love you so much, Dad. Hey, Sophie, the man's already here. Aunt Natalie suddenly said so, Dad, and I moved away from each other. I looked at Dad. I'll be going now, Dad. Take care of yourself, Sophie. I'll take you back, just wait for Daddy, okay? I just nodded with tears filling my eyes. I will. I turned around and walked outside my room carrying my bag with me. As soon as I stepped outside the mansion, I saw so many men in black suits standing by our doorway while looking at me. Two of them walked towards me and took my bag. "Please get inside the car, Miss Sophie. Boss is already waiting for you inside." "Okay." I was about to get inside the black limousine when Seb suddenly called me. "Sophie, Sophie, wait." "Seb." He ran towards me, and we embraced each other. "I will miss you, Sophie." "I will miss you too, Seb. Take care of yourself, okay? I will visit here some other time." "I'll take you back, Sophie. I'll take you back from that bastard, I promise you. Just wait for me, Sophie. I'll work hard." I moved away from him and kissed him on his forehead. "You are the best sibling I could ever have. You are the only one who treated me like a real part of your family. I will miss you, Seb." "Me too, Sophie, me too." "What the fuck are you still doing there? Can you stop that damn drama and get inside this damn car?" The man suddenly opened the door of the limo and yelled at us. "Get inside now, woman." I looked at Seb once more. "Goodbye, Seb." Sophie's POV. My mouth automatically went agape as soon as I stepped out of the limousine. Right in front of me was a vast mansion. I don't think it was a mansion, more like a palace, I can say. We have a somewhat big manor, but this one's different. "Stop standing there and follow me inside," the mafia boss nonchalantly told me as he started walking towards the mansion's entrance. I came back to my senses, then I followed him inside, and there I saw so many maids and butlers lined up while lowering their heads. "Margaret!" He called out a name, and one maid raised her head and walked towards him. "Yes, sir." "Bring Sophie to her room, and also give her a change of clothes." The maid nodded. "I understand, sir." "Go with her," he said to me. "Okay," I said without looking at him. After that, he started walking upstairs while his men were following behind him. I wonder what are they going to do upstairs. "Miss Sophie, please come with me," the maid said to me with a sweet smile on her face. "Okay." I just followed the maid until we reached a room upstairs. She opened the door for me as we came in. It was an immense room with pastel-colored walls and pieces of furniture. There was also a gigantic crystal chandelier hanging on the ceiling, which made it look more sophisticated and classier. "Miss Sophie, this room would be your personal room from now on. The bathroom is over there, while the walk-in closet is on the left side of this room near the balcony." "Thank you, May I know your name again?" "My name is Margaret, Miss Sophie," she said with a huge smile on her face. She was a cute woman with auburn short hair right above her shoulders. She has two cute little dimples in the corners of her smile. "It's nice to meet you, Margaret. I'm Sophie, by the way," I said as I reached for her hand. She nodded and accepted my hand. "It's so nice to meet you too, Miss Sophie. By the way, Miss Sophie, you should take a bath and change your clothes now. The other maids are already preparing your dinner downstairs, and of course, Sir Vincent does like it when someone comes late." I understand. I'll be taking my bath now. See you later, Margaret." "See you later, Miss Sophie." As soon as Margaret went out, I heaved a sigh and sat on the bed. My new room is way bigger than the room that I have in my dad's house, but I'm more comfortable there. I don't even know if I could sleep peacefully in this room. That man, that mafia boss who brought me here, I still don't know what he's planning to do to me. I'm scared, I'm super scared, but what can I do? I don't want to risk my family's life just for my sake. I took my mom's photo inside my bag and put it above the side table. "Mommy, please guide me. I still don't know what waits for me here, but I hope Dad and my siblings will be okay. I will be strong, Mommy. I know it would be hard, but I will be strong." "I am sorry I'm late," I said when I arrived at the dining hall. The mafia boss was already sitting there, crossing his arms while looking at me. "Take your seat and let's eat," he said, with no emotion on his face. The table was so long as if there would be a feast. I sat on the other end of it while he was sitting on the other one. I wonder if his servers always serve as many foods as we have a right in front of us now. "From now on, you'll be living in this mansion with me. You can do anything you want, wander around, shopping, anything. If you need some money, then tell it to me. I am still studying, and I have a part-time job." "Then quit your job. he nonchalantly said. I looked at him with my wrinkled brows. There's no way I would quit my job. You don't have the right to yell at me, woman, he said with sharp eyes. I apologize, but please just let me do my job. That is the only thing that makes me happy. Please let me work. I promise I would work here in your house too. Call me Vincent, he suddenly said, which made me look at him. Huh? He put his cutlery down. Call me Vincent from now on. Fine, I'll let you work, but after that, go home straight here. I'll be assigning 2 bodyguards to look after you. I understand, thank you. And if it still isn't clear with you, I didn't bring you here just so you could live the life you had before. Once you become my wife, you will finally become my property. You have to stay beside me and follow everything that I'll tell you to do. What? Marry you. That's right, you'll be my wife. And you can't complain about anything because this is all your father's fault. If you don't want to marry me, then let me just kill your father, he said, sounding so natural. My eyes widened. No, don't do that. I will follow everything that you'll say, just promise me that you'll never hurt my family. Sure, I won't hurt them as long as you promise to obey my orders. I promise. I will obey all your orders. That's my girl. He stood up. By the way, our wedding's already tomorrow, so some people are going to show up here tomorrow to get you dresses. Make sure you'll come home early. Tomorrow, but that's an order, he said before he finally walked away. That night I just cried and cried inside my room. Tomorrow would be my wedding with that jerk, and I don't know what would happen after that. He said that I need to obey all of his orders or else he would kill my dad. Sophie's POV. Miss Sophie, which wedding gown here would you like to wear? Asked the bridal stylist to me, as the maids keep on bringing different wedding gowns. I looked at the gowns without any emotion on my face. You can just choose for me. The stylist looked surprised. Okay, Miss Sophie, I think the first one would look good on you. Okay. I'm going to marry a man that I don't even love. I've been dreaming about getting married since I was a kid. I don't care if it's simple. I don't care what place we're going to get married at. And I don't even care what gown would I wear as long as my groom is the man that I truly love. I've always dreamed of having a happy, loving family, but I don't think I would still be able to have that. The stylists permed my hair and turned it into a messy bun where some strands of it were falling on the side of my cheeks. They put a simple makeup on my face, a tiara above my head, and a simple square-neck wedding dress made of genuine diamonds. Miss Sophie, you look so beautiful. You are the most beautiful bride I have ever seen. Thank you, I mumbled. As soon as they are done styling me, a tall blonde woman wearing a white floral dress stepped inside. She walked towards me and spoke. Miss Sophie, please come with me. The wedding will start now. Okay. I stood up, holding the skirt of my dress to keep it from hindering me to walk properly. The woman held my hand as we descended the stairs going to the mansion's garden, where the wedding will take place. Miss Sophie, don't be nervous, the woman blurted. What's your name, by the way? I asked her. Venom, I'm one of King Vincent's men. Starting from now on, I will be your bodyguard. Venom, can you help me? I don't want to marry that devil. I don't love him. I want to escape from here. Can you help me? Please, Venom. We stopped walking and she looked at me. Miss Sophie, I am your bodyguard. I am sorry, but I can't help you. You made an agreement with the boss, and so you have to fulfill it if you don't want to put your family's life at risk. But. Please, get ready now, Miss Sophie. Once this immense door opens, you'll have to step out holding this bouquet and walk towards your groom. He doesn't enjoy waiting, so stop doing unnecessary things, she said as she wiped the tears from my eyes. And please, don't cry because it could ruin your makeup. I heaved a sigh as I tried to stop myself from crying. Venom handed me the bouquet and nodded. I looked at the huge white door adorned with white and red roses. My heart started beating so fast when Venom suddenly disappeared from beside me. I need to do it for my dad. I need to do it for my family. If I try to escape here now, then Vincent would probably go after my family. This isn't about myself or my happiness anymore. I don't want to risk my family's life. Then the door went open. That moment I knew I finally had to let go of my freedom. I finally had to let go of Mr. Jacobs. I walked through the tunnel of white wedding arches decorated with white and red roses. My hands keep on shaking that I almost dropped the bouquet of flowers. On the side of the venue were Vincent's men wearing black suits. There were no visitors that I personally know. They were all just Vincent's men, and so I knew I couldn't do anything to escape. At the end of the long aisle filled with scattered rose petals was the devil. He was wearing a well-pressed white suit with a black bow tie that went perfectly with his curly black hair, which made him appear like a prince. A devil prince, perhaps. He was staring at me with his usual intimidating gaze that could melt someone on the spot. Tears started to fill my eyes again as I walked closer to him. I don't know him, I don't love him, I don't even know what he would do to me. I'm so scared. Mommy, please help me. You look beautiful in that gown, he whispered as he reached for my hand. I didn't answer him. All I could feel was hatred, sadness, and sorrow. This is the worst day of my life. We faced the judge while I was trying to brush his hand off my arm. The entire event happened with me trying to move away from him while he keeps on pulling me beside him. The judge didn't even ask me if I agree on marrying him. And now, I pronounce you husband and wife. Mr. Hastings, you may kiss your wife now. That phrase caused my whole body to shiver. I could still remember the time when he kissed me. Vincent faced me and lifted the veil above my head. I froze in place for a moment while I was staring at his face. Slowly, he moved his face closer to me while looking straight into my eyes. My heart kept on beating so fast it felt like it was going to jump off my chest. He put his hand under my chin and made me look at him as he claimed my lips. I flinched, but then I closed my eyes as I felt the warmth of his mouth. I wanted to push him away. I wanted to punch his face, but I just couldn't. It felt like a spell was cast on me. I tapped his chest for him to finally move away, but he just won't pull away from the kiss. He only let go of me when he was finally satisfied. We were both panting. His men started to clap while looking at us. Sophie's POV. "This will be our house from now on," said Vincent as he opened the door of the mansion where he took me after our wedding. It was a new mansion near the school where I'm studying at and the one where I work. It actually has no difference with the one where our wedding was held. It has high ceiling, glass walls, and gigantic crystal chandeliers hanging on the ceiling. Guards are everywhere in the house. There were maids. I think they are more than 50. Oh, and there were personal chefs too. "Why did we have to move here?" I asked him while we were eating our dinner. "Because it's closer to your university. Don't you want that since you told me that you still want to work and study?" "Why, yes, thank you for considering it. Tomorrow, Venom will go with you at your school. She will stay by your side throughout the day until you go home," he said again. I nodded. "I understand." "You need to be here as soon as you're done with your work," he said. "Okay." Then his phone suddenly rang. He grabbed it from the table beside his plate and answered the call. "Hastings." I stood up when I was finally done eating, and Venom guided me upstairs. She opened the enormous double doors and beckoned me to step inside. My eyes automatically widened upon seeing how huge and luxurious that bedroom was. It has high-end linens, decorative trim moldings, a raised ceiling, and an elegant headboard with tufted cushioning pleated bed. There was a wide screen hanging on the wall across from the bed. "This will be your room from now on, Miss Sophie. The walk-in closet is right beside the bathroom. If you need something, please don't hesitate to call me." "Thank you, Venom." After that, Venom went out and left me inside that bedroom. I looked around it and sat on the soft mattress. At least I'd still get to work tomorrow. I checked my phone to see if Dad texted me, but I didn't find anything. I heaved a sigh as I just decided to take a bath first before sleeping. Both the walls and the floor of the bathroom were covered with dramatic Cassiopeia marble. There was also a custom-designed silver travertine tub, which sits in front of a large window that offers a view of the city. It includes a trough sink top that matches the tub, along with shower walls and a floating vanity wall. I removed all of my clothes as I dipped myself into the tub filled with warm water. Maybe Venom already prepared it for me while I was having my dinner. Dad didn't even call me, not even Seb. I wonder if they still care about me. I miss them so much even though I just arrived here. Tears started running down my face as I leaned my head on the tub. It feels so lonely here. I'm already losing hope because I don't think someone still cares about me. I feel like I'm the only one here. If only my mom is still alive, maybe I'll have someone by my side. After taking a bath, I covered my body with a black towel and walked out of the bathroom since I forgot to bring my clothes. I was about to go to the walk-in closet when I suddenly felt someone's gaze from behind me. I was surprised to see Vincent sitting on the bed with his arms crossed while staring directly at me. What are you doing here? I asked as I covered myself with my hands. You're asking why I'm here. This is our room, why I shouldn't be here. Oh, our room. But I thought it's... He stood up. We're already married. I guess there's no wrong in sharing the same room and sleeping on the same bed. And no, I don't want that. Can you just stay in a different room? I know we're married now, but I'm not used to it yet. I can't sleep knowing that a stranger is beside me. Then be used to it, he replied as he started walking towards me. I moved backward while still covering myself. What are you doing? Don't go near me. I didn't know you have such substantial body. May I see it? He asked teasingly, although he wasn't wearing any emotion on his face. And no, stop going near me, please. He looked straight into my eyes. This is our first night together. Don't you think we should be doing what newlywed couples usually do? And no, please don't do this to me, Vincent. I'm still young, I'm not ready yet, I mumbled. And do you think I care? What? I stepped backward until my back hit the wall. A smirk appeared on his face when he realized how helpless I was. Looks like you can't escape from me now. And no, please, Vincent. Don't you know that I haven't had sex for a month now? I'm already craving for it. And the reason I married you is also that I want to have someone to satisfy me every night. He cornered me by putting his hands on both of my sides. You are mine now, Sophie. Sophie's POV. Just when Vincent was about to kiss me, his phone started ringing. Fuck! He cursed before moving away from me and reached for his phone inside his pocket. I immediately ran away and went straight to the walk-in closet. I leaned on the door as soon as I was able to lock it from inside. I was breathing heavily while tears keep on running down my face. That was close that demon almost raped me. What should I do? I'll be living with him in this house from now on. I don't think I could escape from him forever. If I will stay with him here, I don't think I would still be able to survive. That man is evil. Why did you sleep inside the closet? Vincent asked me while we were having our breakfast. I averted my gaze. I just fell asleep there. You fell asleep, or you were hiding from me. Vincent. What? I put my cutlery on both sides of my plate before I heaved a sigh and looked at him. I want us to have an agreement. Agreement? What agreement? He asked while continuing to eat. I looked around us and made sure that the maids were not listening to us. Why, you see, I'm still a student. I'm just 17. And so, I don't want to. I don't want to do it yet. Vincent stopped eating and wiped his mouth with a napkin before looking at me. His usual emotionless face made me feel nervous. What don't you want to do? That thing that you wanted us to do last night. You mean sex? My face automatically blushed. Why, you see, I'm still young. I mean, we're both still young. But we're already married, he blurted. I know, but I'm not yet ready to get pregnant yet. And besides, I don't know you yet. I don't know much about you. I don't even know where you came from or what do you do for living. I don't want to do that with someone I don't even know the true and whole identity. All right, so what do you want me to do? My hands were shaking as I spoke. I want us to have separate rooms until I'm 18. You mean, you want me to wait for you to turn 18 before we can have sex? That's right, I replied. Vincent let out a sarcastic laugh. I can't believe you, woman. Do you even know how many women are fighting just to get my attention? Do you know how many of them are dying just so they could have a one-night stand with me? And now you're here, asking me to wait for you to turn 18 before I could even fuck you. I bit my lower lip. Please, that's the only thing that I want to ask from you. I will do everything. I'll do whatever you want me to do, but please, just allow me to have that one. Fine, if that's what you want. You'll surely regret that anyway. Just tell me once you change your mind. He said, then he stood up. Don't forget to go home early tonight. Why, yes. What? You're already married? Are you kidding me, Sophie? Sabrina, my best friend, asked while we were having our lunch at the cafeteria. You're still 17. To whom did you get married to? Sabrina has been my best friend ever since I was in middle school. She's living only with her mother ever since her father died because of a heart attack when she was 10. SHHH, Sab, someone might hear you. She looked around us before shifting her attention to me again. Because you surprised me. You're saying that you finally got married when the last time I checked you were still a virgin. Sab, I'm still a virgin, I whispered. Oh, really? So to whom did you get married to? To Vincent Hastings. Sabrina's hazel brown eyes automatically widened upon hearing Vincent's name from me. Vincent Hastings. You mean that handsome multimillionaire and a mafia boss? I nodded while biting my lower lip. That's right. Oh God, Sophie, you just hit the jackpot. That man is incredibly rich and handsome. Do you even know that I've been having a huge crush on him ever since? I don't even know him. By the way, how did you guys end up together? I mean, you never mentioned to me that you have a boyfriend, then now you're telling me that you're already married. Are you fooling me, Sophie? Sabrina, you don't know how much I wish I'm really just fooling you. But that is true. My dad owed him a huge amount of money. And so, he gave you to him as a collateral. I lowered my head. My dad just had no choice. And besides, I couldn't afford to see them hurt. Vincent threatened me that if I ever disagree on marrying him, he'll kill my dad and my siblings. And now you're the one who's suffering for your family's fault again. You know what, Sophie? If I were you, I would just let those people be killed. They never cared about your feelings anyway. They even treated you like a server. Sab, don't talk like that. After all, they are still my family. They accepted me and let me live with them in the mansion. I still owe them everything that I have right now. Sabrina pouted. You really are so innocent and kind. Oh, by the way, you're married now. That means you're also ready to forget about Mr. Jacobs. My heart started beating so fast after hearing his name. He's still the one I love, Sab. That will never change. Oh well, at least you get to marry a handsome and wealthy man. Come on, every woman wants to be bedded by that haughty mafia boss. I just shook my head as I forced myself to smile. Mr. Jacobs, just thinking about the fact that I no longer have a chance to him makes me want to cry. Sophie's POV. I felt my chest tightened as I watched Mr. Jacobs sitting on his swivel chair inside the infirmary. I've been watching him for the longest time. I've been loving him ever since, to the point that I thought I could marry him someday and build a happy family with him. But those were all my dreams. And as usual, dreams don't really come true. Sophie. I flinched when he suddenly looked at me. My heart started beating crazily just by hearing him utter my name. Mr. Jacobs. Do you need something? He asked as he stood up. He walked towards me with a sweet smile on his face. And no. I just want to give you something. He tilted his head sideward. He just doesn't know how cute he gets whenever he does that. Give me something. What is it, Sophie? I showed him the can of coffee that I bought from the nearby vending machine. Tea, this one. He laughed as soon as he saw what I've been hiding behind me. His dimples showed and I almost died. That coffee, you really know my favorite, Sophie. Oh, of course, I will never forget about it. I smiled. By the way, I'm done with my duty now. Is your class done now too? Why, yeah. He nodded. Would you like to take a walk in the park for a while? Sure, I'd love that. All right, can you just wait for me outside? I'll just change my clothes and I'll follow you after. Okay. I walked outside the infirmary and decided to sit on a bench when Venom suddenly approached me. Miss Sophie, your classes are already done, right? We need to go home now, as what boss have told us. Venom, I would just like to have some coffee with my friend. That would only take us 30 minutes. Can you just wait for me here? I promised this would only take us 30 minutes. But Miss Sophie, Please, Venom. I know Vincent would understand. Besides, it's still early yet. Venom heaved a sigh. I will just guard you from afar, Miss Sophie. Please don't take longer than 30 minutes while talking to your friend. I understand. Thank you, Venom. With that, Venom started walking away while Mr. Jacobs just went out from the infirmary holding his physician bag. He was smiling at me as usual. Let's go now. Yes. Can you still remember the first time that we met, Sophie? Mr. Jacobs asked me while we were sitting on a bench at the park. Venom was sitting on the bench across ours, pretending to be reading a newspaper. I drank some of my coffee before I smiled. Of course, I still remember that time. I will never forget about that because that was the first time that I saw you. And of course, I almost got lost. I didn't know where my room was back then you suddenly appeared looking like a student too. I saw you looking around as if you were trying to find something. You even looked like you were about to cry, although I found you really cute. I walked towards you and approached you. I can still remember how happy you were when you finally found your room. He was smiling while speaking, and so I wasn't able to hide my smile too. I know I looked so stupid that time, but thank you so much for helping me back then, Mr. Jacobs. If you didn't tell me where my room was, I probably arrived late and my professor would scold me too. We both laughed. Don't worry, Sophie. You didn't look stupid at all. I even thought you looked so cute. I felt my cheeks burned. I'm not a puppy to be cute, though. Mr. Jacobs looked at me as if making sure I wasn't mad. I'm sorry, Sophie. I shouldn't have said that. Huh? What do you mean? Did that disappoint you? I mean when I called you cute. What? Of course not. I'm not disappointed. I'm sorry, Mr. Jacobs. I was just being so overreacting. He shook his head. That's good to hear. I thought you got mad at me. That would never happen, Mr. Jacobs. Getting mad at you will be the last thing that I'll do in my life. I will never get mad at someone who's been so kind to me since my first day here. I'm not as kind as what you think, though. I may be selfish at times, and I like it when things go in my way. When I want something, I make sure to get it, he said, which made me look at him with awe. That was the first time that I heard him talk like that. Oh, sorry, did I surprise you again? Ha ha ha. And no, I'm just surprised because this is the first time that I heard you talk so seriously. He looked at me, smiling. Because I usually smile, right? Yes. By the way, Mr. Jacobs, can I ask you something? Huh, what is it? I averted my gaze and heaved a deep sigh before looking at him again. Do you already have someone you like, Mr. Jacobs? He drank some of his coffee first before looking at me too. I have. He leaned on the bench while looking up at the sky while I was just staring at him. I don't even know why, but I suddenly felt nervous while waiting for what he was going to say. I've been in love with her since the first time that we met. She's a beautiful, matured, smart, and a kind woman. She's everything that a man could ask for. I see. I cut him off. I averted my gaze before standing up. By the way, Mr. Jacobs, I need to go home now. My dad is surely looking for me now. Mr. Jacobs stood up too. Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. Shall I walk you home? No need to. Besides, I have someone to pick me up from here anyway. That's good then. So, shall we just see each other tomorrow? I nodded. Okay, Sophie's POV. What took you so long? I was surprised when I suddenly saw Vincent standing by the door of my room. What are you doing here? I asked him. He looked at me with cold eyes. Did you go somewhere else? Sorry, I just talked to a friend for a while. I told you to go home as soon as your class is done, right? I bit my lower lip. Sorry. Sophie, you're not here just to have a life of a princess. I didn't marry you just so you could live the way you want and disobey my orders. I am sorry. That would never happen again. That would really never happen again, because if you repeat that, I will no longer let you study or work. You'll stay inside this mansion forever. What? And no, please don't do that, Vincent. He walked towards me. Wash your body and proceed to my room. Huh? Don't worry, I won't do anything shady, he said before he started walking away from me. Why do I have to go to his room? And as Vincent has told me, I washed my body and wore my pajamas. I intentionally wore the one that fully covers my body since I know if he sees me wearing something that's showy, he would think something awful again. Do I really have to go to his room? What if he already decided to take my virginity? But he also said that he wouldn't do something shady. Should I trust him? I heaved a sigh. Oh well, as if I have a choice. This mansion is Vincent's property, and since the day that I married him, I became his property too. I just knocked once at his door and he already opened it. He was wearing a black pair of pajamas. There was a black towel on his head, so I guess he just took a bath. Come in, he said. Okay. Vincent closed his door as soon as I was able to step inside. I looked around his room and realized that it was as huge as mine, although there were lots of doors on every corner. I wonder what those doors are for. His room was painted gray and black. All the pieces of furniture and paintings on the wall were symmetrically designed, making his room look like a perfect room that you can see in magazines. Have a seat, he said again, pointing to the black couch beside his bed. May I know why did you ask me to go here? I asked him. To play, he nonchalantly replied as he walked towards a huge, gray-stained oak cabinet and took out a chessboard. Play? You mean we're going to play chess? He looked at me and sat down on the couch across from mine. That's right, we'll play chess. Do you know how to do it? I used to play it when I was a kid, but I don't think I'm still good at it. Then bad for you. Are you really going to play chess with me? I asked him again. Vincent leaned on the couch and crossed his arm while looking at me. But we're not just going to play ordinary chess. What do you mean? We'll play chess just like how people usually play them. The only difference is that we'll have a punishment to the loser. I wrinkled my brows. Punishment. Every time you lose, I'll conquer a part of your body. My eyes automatically widened at what he just said. What? I will choose a part of your body, and I can do whatever I want with it, and you are not allowed to complain, he repeated. What do you think of me, a map? You can't do anything about it, Sophie. What do you want me to do? Force you to have sex with me tonight or play a game of chess with you? He raised an eyebrow. What kind of condition is that? And how can he even say that word so casually? I bit my lip as I looked at him. All I need to do is to defeat you, right? Hi. What if I win? Then you can ask me anything. Anything, as in anything. He nodded. Right, you can ask me anything except a divorce. He knows what exactly I want to ask him. Oh well, as if I have a choice. Playing chess with him would make his mind occupied, and in that way, he wouldn't be able to think of something shady. Deal. A huge smile appeared on his face, and that immediately brought shivers through my whole body. All right then, let's start now. Okay. He put the chessboard on the center table, and we both started arranging our pieces. I just hope he didn't master this game, because if he did, then I'm really dead. Oh well, how can he even have time to play games when he's always busy with his business and duties being a mafia boss? You can do it, Sophie. Sophie's POV. Checkmate, Vincent stated after winning our first ever game. How did you do that? I thought you're gold medalist in international chess competitions since second grade. He blurted. My mouth went agape. What? Now, shall I think of a part of you I want to conquer? He said while scanning my whole body with his deep, cold gray eyes. My heart started beating so fast while waiting for him to have his decision. It startled me when he suddenly moved closer to me and smelled my neck. What are you doing? Maybe I'll just have this part for now, he mumbled. My neck, Vincent. He suddenly kissed my neck, and it brought me a weird feeling that felt like my whole body was being electrified by his lips. I put my right hand on his hair to stop him. Please. You should know how to obey agreements, Sophie. Your neck is mine now, so you no longer have the right to tell me what to do with it, he whispered between his kisses. But You smell so fucking good, he mumbled as he began nibbling and sucking my neck as if it was my lips. I held tight on his shirt as I stopped myself from moaning. What is this weird feeling? Why am I feeling this way? I want him to stop, B, but at the same time, it feels so good. That would be all for now. I'm afraid I would end up conquering you fully tonight, so let's stop here, he said as he moved away from me. My face started heating. Look at me, Sophie. I kept my head lowered. What? I said look at me, he commanded with a colder and reprimanding voice, so I had no choice but to look at his face. I will conquer you one by one until I finally have your whole body. And when the time finally comes and you are fully mine, you won't be spending an entire day without being punished by me. I will fuck you until you can't walk or move anymore. I will fuck you in every corner of this room and in every way that I want. I was just staring at his face while my hands were shaking. He looked so serious while he was saying those words, and I couldn't help but be afraid, but I didn't let him see that. I looked at him with my head held high. You can never conquer me fully, Vincent. You may get my eyes, my nose, my neck, or even my whole body, but not my heart. It's all right. I don't want your heart. All I want is you and your innocent little body, he whispered as he stood up. Go on and sleep now. Make sure to go home on time tomorrow because we're going to play another game. I stood up, fixing the collar of my shirt that has been stretched when Vincent molested it. I will make sure to beat you next time, Vincent. I'll wait for that. I closed his door and heaved a deep sigh of relief as soon as I entered my room. I ran my fingers through my neck, and I could still feel his bite marks on it. I walked towards the full-length mirror to see my neck. Oh my God, what should I do with these? Those biting and sucking that he did to my neck a while ago left red marks on it. For sure my best friend, going to interrogate me about it. And even Mr. Jacobs, I'm sure he would be suspicious if he ever sees this. Something pierced my heart as soon as I thought of Mr. Jacobs. Speaking of him, he did mention that he already has someone that he likes. A beautiful, smart, and mature girl who is also kind. I wonder who that is. That only means that I don't stand a chance on him, right? He already has someone he loves, so I think I finally have to give up on him too. Flashback asterisk. Do you already have someone you like, Mr. Jacobs? He drank some of his coffee first before looking at me too. I have. He leaned on the bench while looking up at the sky while I was just staring at him. I don't even know why, but I suddenly felt nervous while waiting for what he was going to say. I've been in love with her since the first time that we met. She's a beautiful, mature, smart, and kind woman. She's everything that a man could ask for. End of flashback. I lay down on my bed as tears began filling my eyes. Forget Mr. Jacobs. Can I even do that? He's the only person left to me. He's the only person who truly cares about me too, the person who makes me smile and gives me the will to continue living. I don't know if I could still love someone the way I loved him. I hugged my pillow and continued crying. What should I do now, Mommy? Vincent's POV. Jin opened the door of the hotel suite and I started walking in. I looked around the room. It was as huge as the suite that I used to stay in whenever I want to have a one-night stand with a woman. That old man really has the money, huh? But he can't even pay his debt to me. I've heard he owns this hotel, boss, Joe said. We suddenly heard moans and heavy breaths coming from the bedroom. I smirked. Looks like the old man still feels horny, huh? Long time no see, Mr. Tremont. I greeted the man at his 40s, currently on top of a young escort that was just my age. They both got surprised and immediately moved away from each other upon seeing me. Tremont stood up naked. His eyes were big. V. Vincent. Having a good time. Looks like you're enjoying fucking some other girl while your poor wife's busy running your business. V. Vincent, I already told you I can't pay you yet, right? I raised an eyebrow. Really? But you can buy a woman to fuck. Who do you think you're fooling, old man? Vincent, I'm still planning to build a new business so that I can pay you, okay? I will pay you immediately, he pleaded while trying to wear his pants. I already waited enough, Tremont. I don't really like waiting, so let me just kill you. But Vincent. I glanced at the woman who got dressed up already. Get the hell out of here if you don't want to see what's going to happen here. I will go now, she said, then she ran away. I looked at Tremont, who already looked so scared. Ready to die now. "And no, Vincent, please, I would pay you." "Joe." "Boss." I looked at him, and he nodded. "Bye, Tremont. At least your wife would no longer have to deal with an asshole like you." I started walking towards the door again, and before I could even step out of that suite, we heard a loud gunshot. Serves him right. People like him who are so good at borrowing money but hide when it's time for him to pay me back deserve to be killed. My phone suddenly rang. It was Venom. "What?" "Boss, Miss Sophie and I are already home." A smirk appeared on my face. "Good. I'll be home later, so tell her to get ready and wait for me." "I understand, boss." I hang up the phone. That woman. I can still remember her face when I kissed her neck. She looked so fucking innocent. Her moans sounded so beautiful that I want to hear them every single night. I wonder how she'll moan and how loud she can get when I'm already eating her whole. I don't even know why, but I get really excited just thinking about her flushed face every time I try to do horny things to her. "Where is she?" I asked Venom as soon as I entered the mansion. "She's in her room, boss. I think she's studying." "Studying, huh?" I walked upstairs and went straight to Sophie's room. The door wasn't locked, so I just went inside. I saw her sitting on her pink furry swivel chair while writing something in a notebook. She was wearing her purple pajama and her hair was in a messy bun, exposing her bare nape. "Working hard, huh?" I said as I kissed her nape. She gasped as soon as she felt my lips. "V. Vincent, how did you? It's great to see you here in a much earlier time." Our dismissal was early, so. "Shall we have our next game?" She looked at me. "I'll just finish my assignments first." "Sure, just go straight to my room once you're done there." "Okay," she said, obviously avoiding being near me. I stared at her for a while. I was just staring at her while she was standing there, frozen. I have to continue doing my assignments now." "Sorry, I'm just wondering which part of your body should I take next." Her eyes widened. "Please, I still have to finish." "Right, see you later then, honey." She just lowered her head as I started walking outside. Why does she look so fucking cute whenever she gets shy? She's so innocent, yet brave. She's good at hiding her real feelings. I bet she's only pretending not to like me, but she won't be able to hide it for a long time. I can no longer wait until when she gives up and volunteer herself to me. I will be the one to take her innocence. Sophie's POV. I won again. A cocky smile appeared on Vincent's lips. Damn this game. How can I even win against him? "Now come here," he suddenly commanded. I was hesitant, but then I couldn't disobey his order. He could kill me anytime anyway. I stood up and sat beside him on the couch. He leaned closer to me while looking straight into my eyes. My heart started beating fast as he drew me closer and closer to him. "I will take this tonight then." I flinched when he suddenly started caressing the outside edge of my ear with his lips. "V. Vincent, you tied your hair up tonight. Maybe you really wanted me to take this part of you," he whispered, and I felt his breath, which brought an instant hot sensation on both of my ear and neck. What are you saying? Oh." A loud moan escaped my lips when Vincent started kissing and gently biting into the lobe of my ear. I wanted to push him away, but my body just won't listen to me. "Why are you holding yourself back, Sophie? I know you want me to." His lips traveled down my neck, leaving small, sensual kisses on it, and I could feel my breathing becoming faster. His tongue and lips bring a ticklish, yet comforting feeling to my neck. I've never felt this way before. Just when I was about to close my eyes because of too much pleasure that Vincent is giving me, he suddenly moved away, so I looked at him with confusion. He smiled. "That's enough for now. I don't want you to think that I'm playing unfairly." My face was flustered. I moved my face away as I fixed my shirt. "The mere fact that you're a gold medalist in playing chess is already unfairness," I mumbled. "Well, that's why you should find a way to master it too, unless you want me to always win," he teased me. What? Oh, of course I don't want you to win. Just wait, I'll make sure to defeat you one day," I said as I stood up. "And when that time finally comes, you won't be able to win against me again." Vincent laughed. You're always telling me that, but you never won against me. Because you're playing unfair. Oh, honey, there's no such word as unfair. It's whether you learn the tricks or wanting to be defeated. He scanned my whole body with his eyes. I can't wait to conquer the next part of your body. You're not going to conquer anything from me again. I will learn this damn game and defeat you. I yelled before walking out of his room. That man, how can he even call himself a boss when all that he does is to be unfair? How can I win against him when he's using expert tactics from just a beginner like me? Vincent's POV. I couldn't help but laugh as soon as Sophie went out of my room with a flushed face. She's been complaining about me being unfair to her just because I'm a master at playing chess. As if I would really let her win against me. I'm just using that game to take it slowly, to kill time and to have some thrill as I slowly take her innocence and virginity away from her. Does she think she could really ask me to wait for her to turn 18? Well, she's wrong. My cock won't wait that long. I leaned on the headboard of my bed as I'm imagining Sophie on top of me, naked. She's moaning my name as if it was her favorite song. Her full, taut breast moving up and down while her face is showing me different expressions of lust, hunger, and horniness. I will crush her plump, red lips and suck until she couldn't talk anymore. I will fuck her little virgin pussy until she couldn't take it anymore. I reached for my cigarette on my side table. What a great imagination I have. I could come just imagining her standing in front of me naked. Damn. Sophie's POV. Sabrina looked at me with her mouth full of the sandwich that she was eating. Huh. Do you know how to play chess? Chess? Yeah. She drank some juice before speaking again. Honey, I'm not even interested in studying. What more in the game of chess? I sighed. Why? What's about the game of chess that makes you stress? Vincent. You're playing chess with the mafia boss. Yeah. Sabrina laughed. Oh my God, Sophie, are you serious? That dude knows how to play chess. He's a gold medalist when he was in 2nd grade. What? So he's that good at playing it? I nodded. He always defeats me. I couldn't even win a single game against him. Why do you want to win against him that much? Because he said he would grant any wish from me if I do. Her brows raised. Really? What would you ask him to do if you win? I'll ask him to give me freedom. I mean, the freedom to go home whenever I want. The freedom to go somewhere I want. Why don't you just ask a divorce from him? He said I can wish anything except for a divorce. He's really that wise, huh? And what does he do whenever he wins? I mean, you have your benefit when you do, so how about him? I could feel my cheeks burning just remembering how Vincent chose my ear last time. WL, he chooses a part of my body that he would like to conquer. I sipped some of my lemon tea, pretending to sound cool about it. Sabrina's eyes widened. Oh, what the heck? So you mean you're not a virgin anymore? Of course I am. What did he choose? I averted my gaze. My ear and neck. Your ear and your, ha ha ha, so your ear and neck are not virgin anymore. Sab, don't be too loud. Sorry, ha ha ha, I just can't stop myself from laughing. I mean, he's such a tease, huh? Why didn't he choose to conquer your lips or your... Sab. Just kidding. But oh well, what if he just chooses that one of these days? That's why I need to learn the game of chess. I need someone who's good at playing it. She nodded. I understand, but I don't know anyone who's good at playing chess. Oh, wait, I know one. Who is it? Sabrina stared at me first, then a huge smile appeared on her face. Mr. Jacobs. Remember he told us before that he used to play it back when he was just a kid. But. Huh, but what? I bit my lower lip. I'm actually trying to avoid Mr. Jacobs as much as I can after what happened the last time. He already has someone he loves, so what's the point of chasing after him? Maybe he really sees me as a mere student who loves bugging him off. I heaved a sigh. Maybe I'll just venom if she's good at it. Why? You can just ask Mr. Jacobs. For sure he'll help you. But I don't want to disturb him. For sure he has a lot of things to do than playing a game of chess with me. Oh, there he goes. Mr. Jacobs, Mr. Jacobs. My eyes widened when Sab suddenly called Mr. Jacobs, who just entered the cafeteria. Sab. Mr. Jacobs, over here. I was about to stop her, but Mr. Jacobs already saw us. He smiled and walked towards our table. I lowered my head to avoid his gaze. I feel nervous, and I don't even know why. Hi, Mr. Jacobs. Hi, girls, how are you doing? He asked. Well, we're definitely fine. How about you, Mr. Jacobs? Are you busy? Well, yeah. I'm always busy anyway, so there's nothing new about it. He laughed. I glared at Sabrina. I told you, I mumbled. What is it? Is there something that you need from me? Mr. Jacobs asked while looking at me. E or NN? Actually, Mr. Jacobs, you're good at playing chess, right? I'm good at playing it before, but I don't think I'm still good at it, although I can still play it. I play it with my younger brother whenever I have time. Why do you ask? Sabrina winked at me. Because Sophie wants you to teach her how to play it, Mr. Jacobs. Sophie wants to learn it. He was already smiling at me, and I could feel the butterflies in my stomach. Are you planning to take part in one of our competitions? And no, I just want to learn it, I mumbled. Sure, I'll teach you. When do you want us to play? My eyes widened. B, but you said you're busy. Why, you don't have to push yourself to it. It's not a big deal anyway. It's all right, Sophie. I'm willing to teach you how to play chess. But. Come on, Sophie. You can do it. She said she'll just see you after our class. Mr. Jacobs smiled again. See you. I had no choice but to nod. Thank you so much. Mr. Jacobs finally walked away, and I immediately glared at Sabrina. She looked at me, pretending to be innocent. Why? Did I do something wrong? He's obviously more than willing to do it anyway. But that's because he's just naturally kind. He can't say no to everyone. Really? I don't think so. I think he can't just say no to you. My face blushed. What are you saying? That's so impossible. No, that is not. Sophie, you're so lucky. Two hotties are going crazy over you. I just shook my head. We should go back to our class now. Sophie's POV. I won. Ha ha ha. I won. I yelled, as if I just won the lottery after winning the game of chess against Mr. Jacobs. Mr. Jacobs smiled as he looked at me. You learned it so fast. You're a good coach. Well then, thank you so much. He smiled. I squinted at my wristwatch. I didn't notice the time because I was having too much time. Me too, ha. How I wish I could just stay here with Mr. Jacobs forever. He suddenly stood up. Shall we go now? It's quite late already, and your parents might get mad if you go home even later. I nodded. Okay. I took my bag and stood up too. I will send you home. You don't have to, Mr. Jacobs. I have a companion anyway. You have. Where is he? She's right there, I said as I pointed to Vodka, who was sitting on the other side of the coffee shop. Mr. Jacobs nodded. Your best friend. More like a housemate. I understand. Then I will just wait for you to leave before I go. Okay. We walked out of the shop. We immediately saw Vincent's limousine, which he provided as my private service. Two men opened the door, and I looked at Mr. Jacob first. Thank you for your time and patience, Mr. Jacobs. I'm sorry for disturbing you. You don't have to thank me for that. You can always ask me anything if you want. I smiled shyly. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, can you just call me Lance? I'll be glad if you call me like that whenever there's just the two of us. My eyes widened. Mr. Jacobs scratched the back of his head, and he was so cute. I already see you as one of my close friends, so I think I'll be more comfortable if you call me by my name. If that's okay with you. Oh, of course, L. Lance. He smiled. Much better. He. Anyway, I think it's time for us to go now. See you again next week, Sophie. SCU. I smiled at him once more before I finally stepped inside the limousine. I glanced at him as the car started moving. I couldn't help but feel sad. I wonder who's that girl he talked about. Who taught you? I looked at Vincent. He didn't avert his gaze from the piece that he was holding, playing it with his fingers while thinking about what step he would do next. Huh? Chess, someone taught you right. Oh, why yes, it's my friend. A woman, he asked again. I shook my head. A man. Vincent nodded as he put his piece on the chessboard. Checkmate. I need to practice even more, I mumbled. For sure, that man's just taking advantage of you. He agreed to teach you just so he could be with you. He's not interested in me, I replied. He looked at me. How sure are you? I know it. Oh, so you're the one who's interested in him. My eyes widened. I wasn't able to reply because that's the truth. Vincent laughed sarcastically. I knew it. Well then, it's all right if he's not interested in you. He moved closer to me. Because I am. I looked away from him. Just tell me what you want. I badly want to sleep already. I'll take this, he said as he reached for my right hand. Both of your hands are mine now. I was surprised when he suddenly held my right hand and put it on his lips. W, what are you doing? Take what's mine, he said as he planted little kisses on my hand. He was looking at me, while his lips were traveling down to my fingers. He opened his mouth and began licking my fingers. W what? I bit my lower lip to stop myself from moaning as he started sucking my fingers while maintaining eye-to-eye contact. He was teasing me by playing with my fingers, using his tongue. My breathing was getting heavier, and I keep on gulping, just not to show Vincent that I was feeling good by what he was doing. He paused, and I didn't know why I felt a bit sad. What am I even saying? You're really good at holding it in, huh? W, what are you saying? I'm not holding back anything. He smiled cockily. It's fine. You can deny it for now, but for sure you won't be able to hide it when I finally conquered what I've been wanting to conquer the most. I'll go back to my room now, I said as I stood up. Just make sure you wouldn't let that guy touch you anywhere. You are mine, Sophie. Everything you have is mine. I didn't speak. I just continued walking towards his door when he spoke again. By the way. What? I asked without turning around. You'll go with me tomorrow. My brows furrowed and I finally looked at him. Go where? I want to spend some time with you. Don't tell me We're not going to a hotel, so don't worry. We can just do what you're thinking here if you want. I averted my gaze. I'm not thinking about anything. All right, if you insist. Can I get a good night kiss now? I glared at him, so he laughed again. I immediately walked out of his room. He's really a pervert. Sophie's POV. I just wore a plain white tee paired with a pair of cuffed mom jeans and white kicks. I let my hair down, and I didn't put on any makeup either except lip balm. I sprayed some perfume before I finally decided to go out straight to the living room where Vincent is waiting. He just asked me out today since he said that he wants to spend some time with me, which I absolutely doubt, because he's not used to doing anything without being such a pervert. Let's go, I asked him. He stood up and began scanning my whole body as if he was staring straight through my soul. He was wearing a white tee paired with black pair of jeans and his favorite leather jacket. He looked so fine even in those simple clothes. Maybe that's the perks of being too handsome, but I still don't like him. Looks like you didn't even prepare for this, huh? What? You're not even wearing any makeup, and it didn't take you so long to prepare. Is that how unwilling you are to be with me? Can't we just go now? He smiled. All right, honey, let's go. Actually, I'd rather read my favorite book all day than be with this jerk. I don't even know what he's thinking. What if he's planning to take me to some bar and sell me to other perverted guys like him? Where do you want to go? He suddenly asked as he started the engine of his car. Anywhere as long as it's not to a horrid place where you could take advantage of me. He laughed. I could take advantage of you here anyway. Don't you dare. Oh, so you're threatening me now, huh? I didn't speak. I just got surprised when he grabbed my right hand suddenly and kissed it. Vincent. Why, this is mine now, right? You should focus on the road if you don't want both of us to die. I can focus on you while driving, he said stubbornly while continue kissing my hand. Look at him. We have arrived nowhere yet, but he's already harassing me. What film would you like to watch? I averted my gaze. Anything. All right, I think I'll just choose what I want. He said. Then he walked to the counter and paid for the ticket. We bought some popcorn and drinks before we entered the cinema. All the people there were looking at us. No, they were all looking at Vincent. Isn't that guy a hottie? He's freaking handsome. Wow, his girlfriend is so lucky to have him. I'm envious. I sighed. If only they know how perverted this man is. I can't even understand girls that love bad boys. They tend to love boys that seem to be dominant and acts like total jerks. But not for me. I don't like that kind of guy. I like a man who is simple. I like a man who loves helping other people. A man who's gentleman, respectful, and sweet. Just like Mr. Jacobs, I mean Lance. I couldn't help but smile just remembering what happened yesterday. He told me to just call him Lance. We ate and played chess together. Can that be called a date? It will start now, Vincent suddenly whispered, which made me stop daydreaming. I know, I hissed. Everyone began screaming just as the movie started. Vincent chose a horror movie, the horror movie that I hate watching the most. He suddenly glanced at me. You can always hug me if you feel scared. I'm not scared. I pretended to be strong. I kept my eyes fixed on the screen as I can feel Vincent's gaze at me. I should have told him to watch that movie with a dog in it instead. My hands were already shaking, and I was already getting cold sweats just by looking at the face of the ghost in the movie. I couldn't take it anymore. I was about to scream when I suddenly felt Vincent's mouth on my neck. I turned my gaze at him. I could see that he was smiling, even though the lights were dim. W, what do you think are you doing? I whispered. Lessening your fear, he whispered as he began kissing my neck. I let out a soft moan as I felt his tongue on my skin. Good thing no one noticed since they were screaming because of the movie. Stop it, Vincent. He softly bit the lobe of my ear, and I couldn't help but grip tight on his shirt. Damn this man, how can he even do this inside the cinema? I was finally able to breathe properly when the lights turned on. The movie has already ended. Did you enjoy it? Vincent asked me teasingly while we were walking out of the cinema. I glared at him. After what you did, you're asking me if I enjoyed the movie. I'm not pertaining to the movie. Shut up. I heard him laugh, but I continue walking away from him. I will never agree on watching a movie with him again. Sophie's POV. Sophie, we were walking inside the mall when Vincent suddenly stopped walking and looked at me. He walks way too fast, and so I had no choice but to just follow behind him. What? I asked him. Stand behind that gigantic teddy bear. I'll take a photo of you. I wrinkled my brows at him. What? I said stand beside that huge teddy bear right there. He repeated while pointing to the enormous teddy bear in front of a department store. You'll look cute there. Go on. I am not a kid. I don't want to take a picture, I said as I was about to continue walking away, but then he suddenly grabbed my hand. He looked straight into my eyes with his famous glare that could melt someone. I don't like when someone disobeys me. I froze in place at that moment. He looked so fearful I could die just by his glare. Okay, I'll stand beside that teddy bear now. I quickly ran towards that teddy bear and stood up while looking at Vincent. He was already holding his phone, ready to take a photo of me. Smile, he said. I then forced a smile onto my face. Smile even more. You can also hug that teddy bear, he demanded. God, what does he think of me? A kid. But because I just can't say no to him, I followed what he said. I hugged the teddy bear and looked at the camera like a total idiot. Oh my God, aren't they cute? They're a perfect couple. I'm so jealous. I was finally able to heave a sigh of relief when Vincent stopped taking pictures. He walked towards me without taking his eyes off his phone. You look so fucking adorable, he mumbled. More like a fool, I rolled my eyes. I'll keep these photos of you, he said as he put his phone back to his pocket. By the way, where do you want to go next? I pouted. I want to eat already. All right, let's eat, he said as he grabbed my hand. Why does he seem to be in a good mood today? I mean, he doesn't smile. Well, he doesn't really smile anyway, but he looks so happy today. I wonder what happened to him. We went into a fancy restaurant at the rooftop of the mall. There were only few people, that's why it was calm and peaceful. I could see the view of the entire city from where we were sitting. The walls were made of glass, and so it gave a soothing feeling to the customers. Vincent ordered some food, and I just kept on staring outside while waiting for our food to be served. "Where do you want to go after we eat?" he suddenly asked. "Why don't we just go home?" I said without looking at him. "We'll go home and play chess. Is that what you're trying to say?" My eyes widened. "What? And no. Right, I think we can stay here longer. I actually want to go to the amusement park near here." A smirk appeared on his face. "All right, if that's what you want." I should make sure we wouldn't be able to play chess tonight. I'm not ready yet. I actually read so many books and watched so many videos on YouTube about how to play chess like a pro, and I still don't think I could beat this man here. I don't want him to conquer another part of me again. I mean, he was already able to conquer my ears, my neck, and even both of my hands. What would he conquer next? Just thinking about the possibilities gives me chills already. "Here, your order, Mr. and Mrs. Hastings," said the server who served our food. "Thank you," I said with a smile. Vincent looked at the server. "Now go." "Why, yes, sir." "Why did you treat him like that?" I asked him. He placed a napkin on his lap and glanced at me as he took his cutlery. "What?" "You can just say thank you to him, but you still chose to be rude and said go instead. He was looking intently at you since we walked inside this restaurant." I looked at him. What? I might punch him if he keeps on doing that. "Vincent." "Let's eat now," he said. "Okay." We were so quiet while eating. I can even hear me gulping. It was so awkward, and I felt like I had to say something if I don't want to die of too much silence and awkwardness, knowing that Vincent keeps on staring at me as if I was the food that he was eating. Have you dated anyone before?" I asked him. He didn't respond quickly, so I looked at him. He drank some water before putting his cutlery down and looked at me. "What do you think?" I think you have dated no one yet. For sure you just grabbed them by the waist and walked them straight into your room," I said bravely, which made Vincent laugh. "Precisely. There's no need for me to ask them out. They will go with me even if I don't ask them, though. They will voluntarily undress themselves and beg me to fuck them." I almost choke. I reached for my water and drank it all. "But you're different, Sophie. You're giving me a hard time and you somehow encourage me to wait for you. I don't even know why, but I feel like I don't want to be aggressive with you. I want to take it slowly. I want to take you little by little until I fully conquer you.